Jesus has not forgotten your story. There are moments in life when everything feels uncertain. You pray, but heaven seems quiet. You work hard, but nothing changes. You keep believing, yet every new day looks just like the last. If that is where you are today, this message is for you. Jesus sees every tear you have cried, even the ones no one else knows about. He understands the weight you carry because he walked through pain himself. He knows what rejection feels like. He knows what loneliness feels like. He knows what it is like to be misunderstood. The beautiful truth is this: your circumstances do not define God's promises. The Bible reminds us in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, that plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Sometimes we expect God to change our situation overnight, but often he begins by changing our hearts first. Your waiting season is not a wasted season. Every delay has a purpose. Every challenge is shaping your character. Every prayer is heard, even when the answer takes time. Think about Joseph. He was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, thrown into prison. From a human perspective, his story looked like a complete failure, but God was writing a greater story. Years later, Joseph became a leader who saved countless lives during a famine. What looked like rejection became preparation. Maybe you feel overlooked today. Maybe people ignored your kindness. Maybe someone broke your trust. Maybe your dreams seem impossible. Do not let temporary disappointment convince you that God has abandoned you. Jesus still specializes in impossible situations. He healed the sick. He gave sight to the blind. He calmed storms with his voice. He raised the dead. The same Jesus who performed miracles in the Gospels is still faithful today. Your miracle may not always look the way you expect. Sometimes the miracle is peace in the middle of anxiety. Sometimes the miracle is strength when you thought you would give up. Sometimes the miracle is forgiveness after deep pain. And sometimes God opens a door that no human being could ever open. The world often measures success by money, fame, influence, or popularity. Jesus measures greatness differently. He values humility. He honors faithfulness. He rewards love. He sees what people cannot see. When no one applauds your efforts, God notices. When nobody thanks you, God remembers. When you choose honesty instead of compromise, heaven celebrates. Never believe that your quiet acts of faith are invisible. In Matthew 11:28, Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Notice what he did not say. He did not say, "Come only if your life is perfect." He simply said, "Come, bring your fears, bring your questions, bring your broken heart, bring your failures, bring your doubts." Jesus welcomes people exactly where they are, but he loves them too much to leave them there. He restores, he heals, he renews, he transforms. You may be facing financial struggles. You may be worried about your family. You may be carrying emotional wounds that nobody knows about. Remember this: God is never late. His timing is perfect. Even when you cannot see him working, he is preparing something beyond your imagination. Romans 8:28 reminds us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." That means even painful chapters can become part of a beautiful testimony. Do not let fear control your future. Faith grows strongest when circumstances are difficult. The cross looked like defeat, but 3 days later, it became the greatest victory in history. If God can turn a cross into an empty tomb, he can turn your pain into purpose. He can turn your weakness into strength. He can turn your failure into a testimony. He can turn your tears into joy. Today, choose hope. Choose faith over fear. Choose forgiveness over bitterness. Choose love over hatred. Choose to trust Jesus one more day. You may not know what tomorrow holds, but you can know the one who holds tomorrow. Walk with him, pray daily, read his word, encourage someone else. Forgive quickly, love generously, serve faithfully. Keep believing even when you cannot see the whole picture, because the God who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. Jesus has not forgotten you. He has not abandoned you. He has not stopped loving you. Your story is still being written, and with Christ, the best chapter may still be ahead. May God fill your heart with peace, strengthen your faith, and remind you every day that His grace is always greater than your greatest struggle. Amen.